Hi and welcome to Looping Mabel's Closet. My name is Jane. Now in today's video it's all about my latest make, the Kalle Shirt by Closet Case Patterns. Hi, welcome back. Before I go into more detail into the Kalle shirt, what am I wearing today? I'm wearing one of my ever favourite patterns, the Somerset t-shirt by Maven Patterns. Absolutely love this pattern. If you've never had a go, it's a really lovely long sleeved stretch jersey t-shirt, but there's got the options with these extra big cuffs if you wanted to add them, and I absolutely love it. I think I've got 4 of these made now. So on to today's vlog. It's all about this gorgeous Kalle shirt by Closet Case Patterns, and this one's a special one because I have been invited to be a contributor on the sewing directory, which is an amazing online resource for anything sewing related. There's sewing classes on there. Find your local stockists for things you want, any courses nearby or online, or it's all sorts on there. And they kindly asked me, would I like to be a regular contributor? So I am going to do a monthly blog for them. And each month I'm going to be choosing a fabric and a pattern, and then obviously blog about it and share it all on here as well. And my first one, I chose the Kalle shirt by Closet Case Patterns using this absolutely gorgeous double gauze moon dust, I think it's moon dust double gauze by Modelo Fabrics. Now this is in conjunction through Handtex, and I'll put all the links to what I'm mentioning in the box below. Modelo Fabrics is obviously a fabric supplier through Handtex, and if you wanted to get this fabric, which is absolutely gorgeous, I'll try and show you in a bit more detail, you can click on the link for Handtex and then you ask to find your local supplier, and it will tell you where your local supplier is for any particular fabric, so which is really good. So I've never done a shirt as such before, so I thought, well, I'll stretch the boundaries and test my sewing skills and have a go at making a shirt. I've made blouses, and you've seen the blouses I've made. I've made the Ida blouse, and then I've also made the Passion blouse and the Roscoe blouse, and what other blouses have I made? The Wilder gown blouse. So I've made blouses, but a shirt I think is slightly different because it's constructed slightly different, especially if it involves a collar. So onto the pattern, Closet Case Patterns, and this is the actual paper pattern, and so and it comes in an assortment of choices to choose from. So I'll show you the details on the back with the options that you've got. Now this obviously comes in 3 lengths, so you've got the short cropped length, then you've got the smock length, and then you've got the shirt dress length, which is what I've got here on Mabel. And I will pop pictures up of me wearing it in the garden, and I've styled it with different things just to give you an idea of how you could wear this shirt with different layers or different accessories, just to give you an idea that it's not just a plain old shirt. It really is a great piece to have in your wardrobe, because with it having the short sleeves, you've got the option of wearing it just a short sleeve, maybe on its own, or you've got the option of wearing it with like a vest underneath and a couple of the buttons open, or you've got the option also of wearing maybe a long sleeve tee like I've worn in some of my pictures and having it completely open, so it's more like a shirt dress type of style. So it's a really good versatile pattern. Now originally when I was going to make it, I was going to go for the mid-length version, but and actually cut out the pattern pieces for the mid-length version. But then before I cut the fabric out, I thought, you know what, I've got enough spare fabric to do the shirt dress length, and I haven't got a shirt dress, and I thought this would be ideal over jeans and a brilliant layering piece. So I went back in stuck a bit more paper under my pattern pieces, and then I cut out the longer version. And I'm so glad I did, because it's just a great coordinating piece to have in my wardrobe. And I went for the white because, like I said in previous vlogs, I do not have in my wardrobe one single white blouse or shirt. No, tell a lie. Since then, yes I do. I've got that gorgeous ruffle sleeve top that I did where I did the vlog where I raised the neckline, so I've got that. But that's not a shirt, that's more like a blouse. I haven't got a white shirt at all, so that's why I went for the white colour. And so the options are, there's 3 colour options. No, there's not. There's 2 colour options. So you've got like the stand collar, which is the one I went for. Or you've also got the proper, you know, the proper collar. Oh, that's a bit better picture. That's a better picture to see. There we go. So there's the 3 options. So you can see the 3 lengths. And then you've got view A, which is the shorter one. So you've got the cropped shirt. And it comes with a hidden placket and an inverted pleat on the back. And then you've got view B, which is the tunic length, which with a standard collar and a pop over placket, so it doesn't open all the way down. And then you've got view C, which is the shirt dress, which is what I did, with a standard collar and the standard placket and the box pleat on the back. But you can mix and match, so you can have the cropped shirt with a collar, and you could have it open all the way down if you wanted, so you don't have to stick with what they've said. So you've got the 2 colour options, you've got 2 finishes on the back, so you've got the inverted pleat or the box pleat on the back. Do you know, I'm still finding bits of gold cotton when I unpicked my Jenny trousers. It's everywhere. So I went for the inverted pleat on the back, but there's a choice of the box pleat. So the top one there on the cropped version, that is the inverted pleat, and then the other 2 are the box pleats. So you've got that option. I like patterns, do you, that way it comes with lots of different options, because you're not just making the one pattern and that's the end of it. I like the fact that you can mix and match and choose different ways, so you can make it this, I could make this again, it'd be a completely different look, because I could change the collar, I could change the front. I just love things like that, and you're getting a lot of, I think you're getting a lot of make for your money, which is another good bonus for me. So yeah, so I went obviously for view C, the full length standard placket with the inverted pleat. So I went for the inverted pleat, and then I changed the collar to the band collar. And the sleeves are all built in, so there's no sleeves to insert, and you've just got like a cuff to add as well, which gives it that little bit of detailing. And then you've also got the option of adding the pocket. So I put mine on the right, but you can add it left or right, it doesn't really matter. And I went for the full version placket with buttons, 9 buttons. And I just went for like an off-white vintage button. I had some vintage buttons in my Nana's old button tin, and I thought gold would have been really nice. Some really nice gold buttons to pick out the gold dots in this fabric, but I didn't have any, or I didn't have 9. So I went for these off-white, which I thought was quite nice, because I tried to put white on and white didn't look right, because it isn't quite a bright proper white. It's more like a winter white. I think that's the name of actually, winter white. And these gold dots would have been perfect if I could have mirrored the buttons. So I'll try and show you a little bit close up of the double gauze, and hopefully you can see those gold dots. Just gives it that lovely finishing touch, I think. And if you've never worked with double gauze before, it's a beautiful, soft, unreal soft. It's like working with cotton wool. It's so soft, and it's got a lovely drape, and it's not too bad to work with. It can be a little bit slippy slidey when you're cutting it out, and over handling it, it can stretch, so you just have to be careful not to over handle. I did have a nightmare with putting my placket on, because when I put my Lizaline interfacing on my placket, I frugal as always. I used all my interfacing up, and I just used a piece of interfacing that had a full length of uncut interfacing, but it still had the Vlizoline name down the side. Well, I didn't think anything of it. I just stuck it on, thought, well, it's Vlizoline, it's absolutely fine. But when I come to add it to the placket and then sew my placket on, you could see through the white the wording. Well, you couldn't quite see the word in Vlizoline, it was in blue. You could see there was something going on underneath in blue, and I thought, oh no, and I didn't know whether it would wash out, because obviously normally you put your interfacing on and no one's going to see it from the outside. And now if I'd have picked any other colour but white, you wouldn't have seen it, but because it was white, it did show up, and you could just see a faint blue going down there, which would have drove me mad. And I wasn't prepared to take the risk, thinking, will it wash out and disappear? I didn't know. So I had to unpick all my placket that I'd beautifully stitched and pressed and top stitched. So I had to unpick all that and peel off in fact I think I had to cut another placket out because I couldn't get the Vlizoline to come off. It was well and truly being stuck on with the iron, so I had to cut another placket and put it on. So that was my learning curve there. It's all very well being frugal if you can get away with it and it's not going to show up, and I just never thought it was going to show up through the white. Any other colour it wouldn't have shown up. So I'm glad I went for the long length, because it is like wearing a dress, but a shirt. I'll probably wear mine buttoned, open, layered, with jeans or trousers or my new Jenny pants that I've just made underneath. I probably wouldn't wear it. I have got a picture of me wearing it all buttoned up with a belt, just to give you an idea, but I probably won't wear it with a belt. I'll probably just wear it like this, open and loose, as a layer, as a shirt dress, type of duster look. But I really do like it. It's the most softest, drapiest fabric. It really is. I can't describe it. It's like working with cotton wool. It's so soft. And obviously I pre-washed it beforehand, and because it's a double gauze, it's got this natural wrinkle to it. So you don't have to overly iron it if you don't want to. You don't have to iron it at all if you don't want to, if you let it dry naturally, because it just has this natural wrinkle to it. And you have to be careful, because if you over iron it, you can flatten out the wrinkles and then it doesn't look as good. So it's a really nice fabric that doesn't really need an awful lot of ironing, really, to be fair. And the band collar went on like a dream, no problems. I didn't have any issues at all with making this shirt. Really good. If you've never made the Kalle shirt before, it really is a nice shirt pattern to follow. Whether I'll make it with the collar, I'm not sure, because I quite like that band collar. But as I say, the option's there. And then obviously I could, the option is just, I could do the short version with a collar, with buttons down the front, or you could do the long version like I've done, but with like the popover placket. So the options are quite good. Yeah, it was a nice, pleasant sewing afternoon when I made this. And obviously I'll be doing the blog post with lots more pictures, which will be over on the sewing directory. I was really honoured when they asked me if I'd like to be a contributor for them, and really excited. And it really is an amazing online resource, sewing resource. So I'll put the link for that in the box below. I definitely recommend you have a look and check it out. It really is a really good resource. So this is the Kalle shirt, and I've used the Moon Dust double gauze by Modelo Fabrics through Handtex. I'll put the link for that in the box below. And yeah, great, highly recommend it. It comes in as is a 3 out of 5, so I'll probably put that down as maybe moderate, easy to moderate. But as always with Closet Case, they always come with brilliant instructions and a little glossary for all the stitches that's involved in the pattern and the sizing. Now I went for the size, I went off the finished garment measurements for this one, because it's like a loose fitting style. I didn't want anything to be too overly big. So going off my body measurements, which would have been a 12, when I looked at the 12, it would have made it quite big. So I did the size 10 in the end. I went down to the size 10, which gave me a bust of 45.5 and a 46-inch hip, which I thought was more than ample to wear as an overshirt, overdress for me. So yeah, so that's the Kalle Shirt by Closet Case Patterns. I've never had any problem with Closet Case Patterns apart from adding that zip in my Jenny trousers, but apart from that, so yeah, and again, a great sew. I can't recommend this fabric enough. Double gauze, it's absolutely, oh, it's just so soft. It just drapes lovely, and I just love those little sparkly gold dots. So as I say, I popped some pictures up, and yeah, so that's the Kalle Shirt. Highly recommend it. Really nice sewing pattern. And as I say, I'll be doing a monthly vlog on behalf of the Sewing Directory. Next month is going to be quite a nice one too. I've already chosen the fabric and the pattern for that one, so that'll be coming out in April. If you've got any questions to ask me about the Kalle Shirt, you know, because obviously I've made it, and if you haven't made it before and you want to ask me and you want to pick my brains about how I found it or anything like that, please just comment in the box below and I will get back to you as well. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. If you did, thumbs up please, that would be really nice, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I shall see you on my next vlog. But until then, please take care, and as always, happy sewing.